Hey everyone, my name's Adam, and this is AI Simplified. So, as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to walk you guys through my content automation bot on make.com. I use this bot for photo posts on Instagram, Facebook, and my LinkedIn pages. You can set this up with a free account, fully automated. The biggest things that you're going to need ahead of time, so you know, a business page or an organization page on LinkedIn, a business page for your Facebook, and a business page for your Instagram. But let's get started. So, as you can see, this is my make.com scenario. It might look a little bit confusing, but I promise you'll understand everything by the end of this video because I'm going to walk you through fully how to make this top to bottom. If you are unfamiliar with OpenAI API integration, that is something that I would recommend doing a little bit of research on. The biggest thing is just putting credits into your account, being able to generate an API key. You can do that through Google or ultimately talk to ChatGPT and it'll give you a full step-by-step process on how to do that. But you do need API credits to be able to do this. You can do as little as $5 into your account and have this run like clockwork. So to start the module off, we're going to zoom right in just to make sure that this is super simple. So when you open up Make for the first time, you will have a bubble here with a plus sign to be able to create your first module. The very first module that you should add is your OpenAI. So when you click onto here, you want to be able to do your OpenAI create a chat completion. Okay, that's the bot that's going to come up. That's what you start with. You then choose your model. Now, if you want live real-time data, depending on the type of bot that you're setting up, you would use 4.0. 4.0 is a little bit more expensive to run, which is why most creators that you see will use 3.5 Turbo. 3.5 Turbo is roughly like a tenth of a cent per command ran, something like that. It's very, very cheap. So I use 3.5 Turbo for most of my stuff, with the exception of newsletter writing or script writing or that kind of stuff. I'll use 4.0 because 4.0 just generates slightly better, more detailed stuff. But your very first one that you do, so up here, you are going to add a connection. You're going to click add, and then you are going to name your connection. Now, I named mine my LinkedIn auto poster. You can name this whatever you want it to do. When you name this, again, this is the API integration of it. It's going to take you to your Open API section on a separate tab. You are going to do that. You are then going to pair your secret API key. Never share that with anybody, ChatGPT included, but then you're going to pair that on here, and that's how you're going to be able to send those commands over. You're then going to scroll down to message one, and then under role, there is user, assistant, and system. So if you are ever going to do a you are or you will be a type of command, you always put that under system. If you're going to do something like write an original inspiring LinkedIn post, you put that under user. Think of it as either instructing the system to be a certain type of person or asking the system to do something. If you are instructing it to be a certain type of thing, you put it under system prompt. If you are asking it to do something, you put it under a user prompt. So under here, I have write an original inspiring LinkedIn post, maximum of 250 words, motivating entrepreneurs to stay focused during tough times. Each post must be unique, mention my AI channel, AI Simplified, YouTube and Instagram, and with 2 relevant hashtags. And then down here under max completion tokens, this defaults to 2048. It'll never use that much. The higher the tokens, the longer the output back to you. So if you were having it do a how-to guide for X subject, you would up your completion guide. But then under here, you just click save, and that's it. And then we move to our next module, which is your router. The reason that you set up your router, as you saw in the original, is you are now going to go down multiple different lanes. So router is just that. It sets a route, right? So once you set the router on each of these individual tabs, you can set up filters if need be. I don't believe I have any filters on any of these modules. No, I don't. Do I have any here? No. Certain modules you will want to put certain filters on, like if text is equal to X, then do this, or if text contains X, Y, Z, do this, right? The whole if this, then that type of setup. So from here on the router, you then hit plus and you get your first route, which takes us up to our create user text post. So when you add your module, you will be clicking on the LinkedIn side of things and then create a user text post. Under the user text post, you then obviously just link your LinkedIn account, your personal account, because your organization post is going to be under a separate one because cross-pollination, right? The more you can post in one shot, the better. And then under content, all you do is just simply click on here. And when you do click on here, it works back to your OpenAI module. All you do from here is go under choices, then message, then content. So you can see right beside content that when the module has ran the first time, this is what generally gets created. So you would just click on content and it routes just like this guy here. I'm not going to delete mine and then reroute it. Just trust me. And then from here, it's simple. Visibility set under public. Feed distribution, make sure it's under main feed. Is reshare disabled? No, because you want people to be able to share your content. Once this is all set up here, save. First module, done. Easy. Taking us maybe 5 minutes, right? Then you hit your router again, and then we go under our LinkedIn, create an organization text post. From here, you then do the same thing, is that you connect your LinkedIn account here for your auto poster, right? Your organization for AI Simplified, or whatever your organization is, obviously. For this to populate, you have to create your organization ahead of time, connect your LinkedIn under connection, and then under organization, you will see all of your organizations. Now, if you have multiple organization pages, you would have to create multiple organization text post modules, which is just adding another router over. I only have one, so I just do the one. And then same way that we routed the content before, you just do that again. We scroll down here, public, main feed, reshare disabled, no, that's it, save. 2 modules, done, easy. Now we move into our Facebook module. So under tools, for both the Facebook and the Instagram, this is the filter that we put on. So we title both of these as a short prompt because we want to take this original prompt here, filter it through the router into the tool, and then shorten it. The reason that we want to shorten it is because both of them feed into image generation. Okay? When they both feed into image generation, your image generator is, the longer the prompt, the more complicated it gets. So you want it to be short, sweet, simple, to the point. I will say, having a premium of ChatGPT, or OpenAI rather, is probably the best for this, because then you have access to DALL-E 2 and DALL-E 3, both of which are image generation. Your DALL-E 3 is the better of the options, right? So again, you connect your API. I keep mine set up to the same thing, so I know exactly what I'm up against. You then choose your model. Sorry, I'm a little bit ahead of myself. The reason that you're shortening this, like I said, is to make the prompt for the image generator better. You then add a module for the image generator under OpenAI for generate an image. That's simple. You then connect it, choose your model, and enter your prompt, right? Shortening the prompt here just makes this flow make a little bit more sense, because then the prompt, capture a vibrant, realistic scene symbolizing AI, innovation, and success, right? Keeps it simple. You'd be able to check out my Instagram and see exactly the kind of posts that are made with this. Most of my recent posts have been made with this setup. Once this is done, hit save. Then we go into our HTTP. So we route this guy out of here. So it pulls that data URL. Now, I've been meaning to fix this for a while. I don't know if this is going to break it, but we're going to see this live because it hasn't been working here. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to save this. I'm going to delete this, and we're going to run once. And we're going to see if me changing that was a mistake. As you can see, as it runs through the route, it runs here. Oh, I didn't connect these. Whoops. So it might not work. Oh, it is connected. I just didn't see it. Okay, sorry. We're going to try that again. My bad, guys. So you see how fast it runs to LinkedIn, runs to LinkedIn there, shortens the prompt. The image generator usually does take a little bit to do, but obviously we're hands off every 12 hours for this. So it creates the image, but we're going to see if this breaks or not. Yeah, so it did. Okay, so it does have to be that HTTP. So we are going to, how can I do this back in? Where were we to be able to do this? I think we had get a file. Then the URL was the response of 20, which was the data URL. We're going to do that. Then we're going to do that. We're going to try this again to see if I fixed it correctly. So if I didn't, we'll be in a situation. But again, just running through here. If you guys like Make.com scenarios, walkthroughs, definitely let me know. Then I have to change this back to HTTP. Okay. So now I know for sure that it's going to work because I just had screwed up that routing. Okay. So, you definitely do have to do this step. I thought that you could bypass it. You can't, unfortunately. So we create the prompt, set up your HTTP, get a file, and then we go into our Facebook pages, create a post with photos. I want to upload a photo, pull that HTTP file, caption of this, message of this. What I am going to try to do here. I want to see if that works. I'm trying to like trial and error while I'm with you guys because my Facebook page's like picture creation has been weird. But I'm gonna walk through everything and then hit the run one. So short of that created, again, just wrote the caption, wrote the message of that content because you obviously create your content. So that's all from the same module that creates the same stuff. That created, I just added. I'm going to see if that works. I don't know if it will, but under your Facebook pages, obviously link your business Facebook account, save that. And then down over here is the newsletter side of things, but we're not going to worry about that because you're probably more worried about the Instagram. So same thing, shorten that, capture that, and then that feeds immediately into Instagram for Business. So photo URL is the data URL there, and the caption is the message content from the earlier post. So that's it. And then we are going to hit run once because I want this to fully work, obviously, so I can go to the different pages and show you guys exactly what this does. But we're going to trial and error this Facebook thing because I want this to work. See what happens. Okay, we got it through. Perfect. So this step here that you see going on, I write a newsletter every time that this goes, or rather AI writes a newsletter for me, creates it, exports it to a Google Doc for me, which I then format and send out to all of my clients. If you want to join that list, comment below and comment list, and I will DM you, get your contact info, and put you on that list. Then we feed down into our OpenAI here, which is creating the post for Instagram and pulling the caption. And once this is done, I'll be able to show you guys everything, and we'll see whether or not it worked. Awesome. So when you know that it has worked well, obviously is everything is in the green. You can see right here that this post under this section was made entirely by AI. And then you can see it has also posted to my AI Simplified. You can now see it is posted on my Facebook and it has posted on my Instagram. That automation that you can set up to run as often as you want will create text posts on LinkedIn, both your pages, and image posts on your Facebook and your Instagram like clockwork. You can change those prompts. You can fine tune those prompts to your niche. If you do landscaping, you can have it be a basic landscaping background kind of thing. If you work in retail, you can have it as a store or a person or a product, whatever you want it to be, featuring certain products to push people into your niche. And this is all hands-free. You no longer need a social media manager. You can do this entirely automated, entirely by yourself. In closing, I hope this is helpful. I wanted to walk you guys through this because there's no video out there that I could see that's just posted for free. Everybody tries to put it behind a paywall and some other kind of nonsense, but this is just putting you on for free to this content. My name is Adam, and this has been AI Simplified.